Thank you for checking out James Rogers Jr.'s behind-the-scenes interview as part of the Myths and Truths series with Cornerstone Hospice. The following are some questions that I sat down and asked James and his recorded answers. Thanks for watching today.
I first joined Cornerstone Hospice in 2006 as an LPN. I worked on the supportive care team where I sat with patients for 12-hour shifts, making sure that their symptoms were controlled and managed. Later, I moved into a team nurse role where I worked under the direct supervision of an RN. I later returned to school to obtain my RN degree and was a case manager, admissions nurse, admissions manager, team manager, director of admissions, and now I'm currently the executive director for Lake and Sumter County. My current role as executive director would be the favorite role that I've held within the organization. In this role, I have the opportunity to impact the lives of all of the patients that we serve by directing the staff from the admission nurses, the team managers, the case managers, the home health aides, and just assuring that they provide the best care that our patients and families need. My passion for hospice comes from personal experiences that I've had over the years. My grandmother passed away under hospice care. My grandfather passed away under hospice care. But more recently, in 2011, my dad was diagnosed with end-stage lung cancer, and it had spread all over his body. And we made the decision to take him home and just make sure he was comfortable, provide that care that he needed, and not undergo any treatment to try and cure the cancer. It was his decision, which was hard for my sister and I to accept, but we were able to see firsthand the difference that hospice care makes. And my sister and I, both being hospice nurses, were able to be there with him up until the moment that he passed away. And it lit a new fire for me that I wanted to make sure that everybody had a good experience whenever they come onto hospice. That it's not about dying, it's about living and making sure that those last days, weeks, months are comfortable, enjoyable, and peaceful. One of my most memorable moments in hospice care was back in 2012. I had the privilege of taking a military veteran fishing. When we admitted him, he said that he wanted to be able to see the sunrise one more time on a lake in Polk County, Lake Walking Water. We quickly jumped into action, making sure that we could secure a guide and make sure that the trip would work out for him. So early that Friday morning, we arrived at the lake. It was overcast. We quickly loaded him in the boat, as well as a couple other guests, and we set out to the fishing spot. Shortly after we got to the spot, the sun started to rise, and this gentleman just sat there and enjoyed the sunrise, didn't say a word, just soaked it in. It became overcast, and then a rainbow appeared. And the rainbow, the way that it fell right behind his head, and we captured that moment on camera. And that just riding around the lake, letting him enjoy the sunrise, just enjoy the day fishing is one of the most memorable times that I've had since I've been here with the patient. As the executive director, I get to interact with over 500 of our employees that we have across the state of Florida and Georgia. And I'm here to tell you that the relationship that we have with each other, though we're large, we're still a family. We're close-knit. We have each other's back. We're out there supporting each other on a daily basis. We're also here to support you and your family. When you're faced with that decision to contact hospice, make sure you call Cornerstone Hospice first.